And
now, grab your favorite drink, whether it's a coffee, cocktail, or tea, and get ready. It's Ladies' Night on Lady Overlander Radio. Lady Overlander Radio is brought to you by Artemis Overland Hardware and the MOORE Expo. Come see us at the MOORE Expo April 8th through 10th, 2022. Hey everybody, welcome to Lady Overlander Radio, and thank you for joining us tonight. I feel like there's a little bit of an echo, but we have Matt and Cara McClellan from Ozark Overland Adventures with us tonight. So welcome, guys.
hello. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see everybody next week either.
Oh, no. It's going to be so much fun.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have a great time. So how's your week been, Arla?
Next.
I'm telling you.
Look at the time.
It's been a crazy week.
It's been a very crazy week.
Crunch time.
It's crunch time.
It's crunch time for everybody, plus all the other life things going on. It's just like insane.
Yeah, no, but I don't think anybody realizes. It's just the behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
We got everybody doing vehicle preps for the MOORE Expo, and we're making travel plans to go up there and coordinating getting the other vehicles shipped up there. And it's all the logistics and all the fun stuff.
You're shipping a vehicle up there?
We're shipping the Land Cruiser up there to sell it. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. On top of driving 2 other vehicles up there and all that fun. So, yeah.
And then prepping your vehicle for what? MOORE Expo.
MOORE Expo.
Yeah.
So that's what
everybody's doing that all this.
Yeah.
All in this together.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, before we roll into the show fully, I'm going to show a little intro video that Matt and Cara put together to tell you a little bit more about their YouTube channel, their adventures, and why they do what they do. So take a watch.
In 2015, Ozark Overland Adventures was created as a way to share our journey with family and friends. We had no clue that it would grow into what it is today.
When Matt and I met, I had no clue about the off-road and overlanding lifestyle. Through him, I developed a passion for it and found in myself a renewed love of life and all of its experiences.
In 3.5 years, when the kids have graduated, we plan to hit the road full-time. No destination, just the journey ahead. We can't wait.
Our story has been and is my greatest adventure.
Aww.
Oh,
That's
boy.
sweet.
Oh, no. So beautiful.
That went through about 5 revisions.
So what you're saying, really saying, Cara, is that Matt has been your greatest adventure.
It is. Oh, my gosh.
It is.
Never bored.
No.
Never bored.
I could
That's
use
awesome.
some boredom.
You can take a nap.
I could use a nap. Naps are good.
I could totally use a nap.
Yeah.
So I've got to roll in. Since you mentioned the hair, we're going to go right into that. Because we had a question before the show even started from Michelle Pulliam, and she said, I can't tune in tonight, but I always wondered if there's a meaning behind the hair color.
There's no meaning whatsoever. It is just hair. And I'm 50 years old now, and I've got
Doesn't
a
he look good
whole
for
crap
50?
lot of hair, and
Yes,
so
he
I'm
does.
gonna have fun with it. But I've always had a whole lot of thick hair, and it's ever since high school I was doing fun things with it. So it's just for fun, and now
that's for sure.
My wife and my daughters love it. So
I love it. I think it's great.
And it just so happened that my hair matched my Gladiator when I bought it. So now it's kind of a thing.
Well, you used to not have as much purple in it, but then once we named Sully,
Actually, I didn't. Actually, I used to have more purple and blue.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we've made it kind of match a little bit, and then now I have the pink to match mine because that's how we roll.
I mean, it's just hair, and if you don't like it, you can change it.
That's right.
So this is Sully, right?
Yep, that's Sully.
And who is this, Cara?
That's Boo.
Boo!
She my boo thing.
I love it.
Love them both.
Dang.
Love them.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into that and talk about
So,
your builds
yeah.
on each of those.
So that's Sully and Boo.
Love it. Aw.
That's so
Monsters
cute.
Inc. reference
We're now
there.
we're also taking applications for the gecko green, so that way we can have a mic added to the group. We need a
Well,
mic.
you guys are also doing gender reveal parties too, right? With the
Yeah.
red
Oh, yeah.
and the blue. So
Totally. We're
The
gonna
rock lights.
lights,
Yeah.
really. And whoever keeps the rock lights on, that's what type of baby you're having.
I think that's awesome.
so cute.
We just need someone to book that because I think that'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be
Not it. Not it.
No, I'm way too busy. No,
Yeah, no.
I can't even book a shipping for my vehicle. I don't trust me with that.
hysterical.
Hey, Connie.
Up, Connie.
Oh, I love Connie. I can't wait to see her.
I know. She's going to be working Artemis, I think, a lot
Mhm.
at MOORE Expo. So we'll be able to see her there for sure.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about how you guys are preparing for the expo. Who wants to take that? Matt?
Well, drinking Stella Rosa.
Okay, so it's gotten a little bit out of hand. I mean, we've been working on her Jeep since we got it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Which was never supposed to be worked on in the first place. Like it was.
That's true.
Pushed
Now,
out-
girl.
we were supposed to. We were
But
buying.
no.
We were buying the Extreme Recon package. The only thing we knew we were going to do was bumpers because it had the plastic
Yeah.
factory bumper.
Yeah.
So we knew we were doing bumpers. But we were buying the Extreme Recon package because it came with re-geared, it came with the lift, it came with 35s already on it. And we were just going to get that and go from there.
Stock.
Yeah. But then we had some offers for some partners, and now
We got an offer for an iCamper. That's how this all started. Let's
Yeah.
just say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
iCamper
I-
offered us an iCamper to compare to our
So I was
Global
like,
Road tent.
dibs.
And she called
Yeah.
dibs on that.
She's
And
calling
so,
that.
And so if we're going to put a tent on it, then we need a rack. If we're going to put a rack on it and that weight, then we need a little bit more lift. And well, I mean, if you're going to do lift, then you might as well
Bigger
take a tire.
tires.
So, you know,
You got to do all the things just for that one tent. And you think it's a good deal until all that has to happen.
Exactly. So
so
then you got to do the Rhino Rack platform. You got to do all of that stuff. And then it's just been crazy. And then you got to get the taser. And then you got to get the clear lids. I got clear lids on the top. Hey, Alexandria.
Those are cool.
There's Joe.
Hey, Joe.
So yeah, it's just so that's on mine. And then we have some top secret stuff. We posted a picture on social media if you follow us on Instagram and on our Facebook with a really big tire in between our two tires.
and said who's getting
tires?
who's getting the upgrade.
Ooh.
So that's caused that's been a whole lot of fun seeing people's responses to that.
Yeah.
But I love Venture to Rome.
Look at there. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool.
we really
Nice.
We love Will.
we love Will and Kate. They're great.
Can't wait to meet them in person. So yeah,
me.
so my stuff,
We know it's
all
Cara.
Boom.
my stuff all also
sure.
kind of happened spur of the moment. Some new partners came on board, and then it just so happened I was like, well, I mean, if you could get that to me fast enough, MOORE Expo's coming up. Like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. And so I've been just going bonkers in the garage all week.
Can we just state what really happened? I got a new Jeep and I started getting new things on my Jeep. And then he was like, I need to have something new for the expo.
Mm.
Yep.
Well, okay,
That
yes,
side eye he gave?
Yep.
but
That's how it is.
I also a key component. I came back from Kentucky on my Kentucky trip, and was just thinking of ways to make accessing things in the Gladiator easier. And so
Yeah.
started brainstorming some stuff, started talking to some people, and that led from one thing to another. And yeah,
The next
all
thing
all
you know,
will be
you're getting a new
revealed.
lift. Like,
All
what
will
does that
be-
have to do with storage?
Hey.
Well, because
It's
I freaking
something.
loved her Clayton off-road lift, so now I've got one in the garage that's going on this
Mm.
weekend. So
That's right. Connie.
Jealous,
That's
Matt.
right.
yeah.
So
whatever.
Matt, how was the cat?
Whatever.
What'd you think of that?
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go back. We only ran a third of it, maybe not even that much,
That's what we did too. Yeah.
but it was just incredible.
The snow was
so beautiful in that area. But water crossings that we didn't expect, technical trails that we didn't expect, beautiful things to stop and see and do along the way. The something Fork River National River. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it goes through a national park, national river.
Yeah.
That was gorgeous. We camped there one night and then stopped at a couple of the scenic stops along the way through there, and it was great. And then we got 8 inches of snow dumped on us on our last night.
Oh wow, we just had a lot of rain.
Yeah,
Those pictures were pretty though.
Yeah, that video, the snow video comes out tomorrow. Man,
all right.
It is really cool.
It's so pretty.
You use that diesel heater?
Oh yeah, the diesel heater ran every night and kept me nice and warm and toasty. So
yeah, I liked the mixture. So you had a little bit of paved road, a little bit of single lane road, a little bit of forestry, a little bit of trail.
Yeah, the cat jumps back and forth a lot. So
yeah,
the frustrating thing about the cat is the campsites.
Yes,
that was frustrating.
Very much.
Luckily, I'm friends with Bill with Ozark Overland, and he knows that area very well. And Rob.
That's who we went with.
So
you do.
Yeah, we went with them.
So I reached out to Bill beforehand. I was like, can you help me with some campsites? And he sent me some. And then on our last day,
we need help.
Yeah. Rob joined us on our second day with Revere Overland. He joined us on our second day. And on our third day, we were struggling with campsites. And so I messaged Rob and he sent me some. But without that, I mean, we would have, I don't know. People who go into that blind.
It's not easy to find sites in the East. It really isn't.
It's I mean, it's very different than what I'm used to in the Ozarks and the Washita's, and even out west. When we go out west, I mean, campsites are just everywhere. Yeah. So people who are legit running the full cat, I mean, I guess they just plan on staying in private campgrounds because there's a lot of those, but there's hardly any dispersed camping.
Yeah, we hit those few spots with Bill when we went, and thankfully he knew where they were. So
yeah.
And they look so beautiful. I wish I could have went. I was actually supposed to go, but I took a new job, a second job actually, and so I work from home. And as I didn't get any time off, and so I worked Monday through Friday. So I was pretty bummed.
Yeah,
it was really hard. Like it's really hard for him to leave on a trip because I want to be able to experience this place,
especially when it's somewhere new.
Yeah,
yeah.
If I go to the Ozark, she's like, "See you, have fun."
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. Yeah. You know the Ozarks like the back of your hands, guys. So I mean,
yeah,
exactly.
I see you guys giving advice to other people all the time, and advising them when trails are closed and all kinds of stuff. Especially you, Matt. Like,
yeah, I mean,
if there's one person that I would contact about the Ozarks, it would be you.
Yeah,
I can drive it blindfolded now. People ask me, what's our route for this trip? I'm like, I didn't make one. They're just winging it.
Yeah.
So.
I don't do that. Awesome. I'm turn left by Walmart kind of person.
That's what my husband is. He's like, you just go by the McDonald's, turn left.
Really?
Turn right. Oh yeah. I'm like, what road is? Oh, I don't know.
So you're the navigation person.
I am. Yes.
I am
the navigator.
I need to watch some videos.
I am the Gaia
or
operator.
attend some classes.
I attend every class.
You don't pay attention.
I draw people's names at the end for the practice.
You don't pay attention.
You got to be able to navigate yourself, girl. Especially if we all go out.
I know. I think I could finagle my way around it.
She actually remembers details of the trails a lot better than I do.
If I've been on the trail once, I can tell you where to go.
Yeah,
like just with memory.
She can remember where the cell phone signal is on the trail. She can remember
important
features of the trail, and
like I can remember trees and specific.
Yeah. So
that rock.
Weird. Yeah. It's kind of weird. I don't know. We all have our gifts.
Exactly. So let's, even though you guys are doing a few last minute changes and stuff, let's talk about each of your rigs.
Okay.
So let's talk about Sully first.
Okay.
What have you done to this beast, Matt?
Everything.
Everything.
Sully, I bought Sully.
Was never supposed to happen.
Well, yeah, Sully just happened on a whim because we accidentally went and test drove one and fell in love with it, and then on Saturday and went and picked it up on Monday. Because I thought I was keeping my 2012 JK until it completely fell apart because I love that vehicle.
Close.
It was
real close. I called it the trash panda.
But I fell in love with the Gladiator, and as soon as I bought it, I knew what I wanted to do with it. I knew how I wanted to build it. I knew, I bought that with very intentional purposes of how I wanted it and what I wanted to use it for. So that was fun. It wasn't just experimenting along the way like I did with my JK. So bought it, immediately knew we're going to do a 3-inch lift on it, 37-inch tires because Gladiators don't look good until you put 37s on them.
Accurate.
Even 35s are like,
Yeah.
close.
Just
But
a
no.
little more.
But yeah, I mean, with the Gladiators and the JLs, 37s is the new 35. So knew I was getting 37s on it.
For now.
Was gonna run the bumpers that I had. Knew I wanted a bed rack. Knew I wanted a tent on the back. Knew how I wanted the tailgate to be my kitchen. So,
We actually looked at the Gladiator because whenever we were just walking around at a camp, like an RV place here in Conway, and I told him we saw, it wasn't an alu cab, but it was something.
There's some sort of camper thing.
Yeah.
Shell.
Yeah. So I was like, we could just get a Gladiator and put an alu cab on it. And so he's like, you know what? I've never test driven a Gladiator. Let's go do that. And so that's how we got Sully. But then, we didn't get an alu cab because, expensive.
Yeah.
I didn't want that anyway. Not for now.
We love.
But yeah, so 3-inch lift 37s. I did get aftermarket bumpers from JC Whitney.
Let's talk about that light bar.
Rebel off-road rack, KC Gravity Pro 6 light bar that I got from my wife.
Stole.
Stole.
I did my second snorkel because the first one didn't work out. Global Road Outdoors tent.
Of course.
Ice
Rebel
Coat
off-road rack.
Ice Coat fridge.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Global
and some of that will not
flat
be
out
on there this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be changing.
Surprise!
So yeah,
All
it's
right,
going to make over.
That's my baby. That's beautiful.
They're so pretty.
It's on Boo.
So I got this one. I actually was having a podcast, and I've been looking at Broncos forever. Actually, still have a Bronco on order. I do. Fun fact. I don't know what's going to happen when that comes around, but that's a whole nother story.
Nothing.
So I knew the pink Jeeps were coming out. Me and Arla had exactly that was my light bar.
I mean, we still call it Cara's light bar, but it's on my Jeep and it's not leaving.
It's a source so good.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
We married. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know about Arkansas what the rules are there about marital assets, but we can look that up.
Later show. So anyway, so I knew that they were having these pink Jeeps come out, and I hadn't seen them, with COVID and everything. We haven't heard anything about them. And so I started doing some research, and one of our friends, Ben Whittington, who runs with us a lot, he actually posted a picture of it in Mobile, Alabama, where he goes to school.
Yeah, she posted a picture of that Jeep.
Oh, wow. And so I was just like, where is that at? And so he told me. And so I literally drove down there. Like, we did all the application approval process because not sponsored. We pay for it, which is really stupid. We won't go into that. But, I just had the Grand Cherokee not purchased not too long ago. So anyways, we all make dumb decisions.
She changes vehicles more than I change hairstyles. So,
but I'm happy now. Aren't you glad it isn't husbands?
Ooh. Shots fired. Shots fired.
I mean, I wake up every morning going, "She's still here?" Okay.
And I wake up every morning and say, "Oh, he's still here." No, I'm just kidding. I love him.
I tell her if she leaves me, I'll live out of the Gladiator. I'm not buying another house. I will live out of the Gladiator.
Tell that to your kids.
I mean, you're ready to. I mean, you're capable of it. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyways, I drove to get Boo. I left the night that I was supposed to have a podcast. Matt actually did the podcast for me.
That was a nightmare.
Yeah, it really is when he does it. And so I went and I stayed the night at some friend's house in Mississippi. About halfway through, I got there about 1 a.m. And then I drove the rest of the way to Mobile, picked it up, drove it back home. And so I wasn't going to do anything with it. We found out on the way there. Hello.
That's my son. Hi, son.
He said, "Hi, Mom." So I found out on the way there that I'd gotten this new job. Super pumped because I was like, gonna need the money.
Amen.
So got here, found out about the iCamper, and then from there we decided we needed the Rhino Rack backbone system. And then I definitely wanted to have the KCs on there because I definitely like the round lights, just the vintage look of them. And then I put the fishbone stubby bumper on there. I didn't like, I don't know if you can see the picture. show the picture on it.
Let me show it again here.
Okay, so where the Casey lights there are on the bumper, it used to be a bar there, kind of like a
There's
bull
a bull bar there.
Okay.
So
a hoop over the winch.
we took that off because I didn't like the bull bar and I wanted to have that just kind of blank. And actually, Fishbone posted a picture of this and they said that it was
their Mako bumper.
The Mako bumper. And I was like,
not.
nope, that's a stubby bumper. It's yours.
They don't know their own bumpers.
So that was kind of yeah. I don't have those rock rails on there anymore. I actually went, I can't remember the name.
Rock hard
4x4. They stick out a little bit more, provide a step. And then let's see what else. I did the Rusty's rear fascia around the back because on the back I did the bumper delete. And because I want it to be very minimal. I don't want it to have a whole lot of weight on the front or the back because I do plan on taking it to Moab and Wheeling Pritchett Canyon.
She's building a rock crawler.
I'm wanting to build a rock crawler, but also have access to possibly tent camp with it on top. So that's why we have the platform system. And of course, I put a snorkel on there just for added security.
Yeah, we weren't going to put a snorkel on it, but someone, our friend James in Mississippi, found one on his local Facebook marketplace.
Brand new. They actually had
brand new
2 on accident.
Yeah, they got 2 on accident, so we got a crazy good deal on it that we couldn't pass up. So
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, random stuff like that does not happen to me ever.
I love it. I'm so
well. That's not true. That's not true. The 4Runner I got did come partially modded, so I do have to say
your 4Runner is pretty built.
Yeah, your 4Runner.
I'm pretty lucky with that.
Yeah, it's nice. I love your 4Runner. It reminds me a lot of our friend Robert's, like before, like he had built it all out. Are you gonna do the gull wings?
I'm not sure yet.
I really like
I'm
those.
not sure. I do.
What?
I really like those as well.
So gull wings on a 4Runner are where you take the back glass out, and basically it's like a storage system.
Huh.
Ashley, it just opens up on the side.
Ashley Oldman just did that on hers.
Yeah,
okay.
She posted
that's
it,
how we all know.
Okay,
Yeah.
I never knew that existed.
That sounds so professional. I kind of like.
I didn't know that. I don't know much about.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is way cool.
Yeah,
it's way cool. But yeah, I love her. She's getting some things done. She'll be in the shop on Saturday. His is in the shop currently. We only have my Jeep here, so.
Very cool.
Mm.
And I have accents on her like leopard print. So, and pink
I
rock
like
lights.
that.
There's pink rock lights underneath.
Can you show them your shoes now?
And
Oh, that's
shoes
awesome.
and your hair.
I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
the shoes.
Oh yeah, and then I got my glasses.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all pink.
Her bougie glasses, sunglasses.
Exactly.
I like it.
Awesome.
So, tell us a little bit about your podcast, Cara, and tell us a little bit about your new endeavor, Lady 4x4.
Yeah, so I actually was super inspired, honestly, by you for my podcast, Wonder Repeat. And I knew that I wanted to provide a forum for men and women because there's a lot of times women are interviewing other men or women, but I also wanted it to be like me interviewing men from like a woman's perspective. Mm-hmm. And also I think, you know, men have a lot of areas in the field of off-roading and overlanding. So I wanted to make sure that we get to ask questions to them, like to get to know the person behind the wheel, basically, because you hear everybody's talking about their rigs all the time, but you don't know their why and their stories. And I've always loved that. And so I developed that. I actually I messaged the Brofessor, Joey Slayton, and I was just like, tell me how you do everything. I don't know how to do it all. And so we actually had Mexican food one night. And so he basically told me how to work the program and do all this. And I'm not even there, but I like to do it and I like to have fun. So as far as Lady 4x4, I got my Jeep, and I know that lady-owned Toyotas is a thing. Love Amy Marler with Arkansas's Ambassadors. And I reached out to her not too long ago because I was like, I want to do something similar for people, for women specifically in the off-road and overlanding community, to just educate them and encourage them, because there's not a voice really for women. And I'm talking women to women specifically, because again, like I said, there's so much of the male in this field. You see them driving, or you see a lot of women passengers. I want to put women in the driver's seat. I want them to be comfortable with their vehicle. And I want them to know that my goal through that is a rising tide raises all boats. Like I want to encourage everybody. That's why.
And so how many days ago did you start the Lady 4x4 Facebook group?
Yeah. So
Not even a week.
No. So I started
Not even a
about
week.
4 days ago. I don't know. Y'all are all in there. And it's a private group. I have a public page and it's also on Instagram. And that's where you can catch everything else too for my podcast. But the Lady 4x4 group is a private group on Facebook. You can find it. It's visible. And then you just have to request access. But I started that about 4 days ago. And it already has like maybe 200 and something people.
208,
Yeah,
I just looked.
Yeah.
And she hasn't publicized it. They
I
just found it.
Yeah, I
Wow.
haven't publicized it in any of. I don't want to spam other groups. You know, I don't want to do that kind of. I don't want to. I'd rather it be word of mouth, honestly, because I like for us to have the rapport. What?
Rapport.
Rapport. That word.
I love you.
The rapport. I don't know. I don't even like the word rural. I don't like it.
I say that the same way. Rural.
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 I grew up in Whitman. I graduated with 42 people, y'all. He has his master's degree. So, you know, I'm just here for the
So say rural, Matt.
Rural.
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 Anywho, but yeah, so, and I am just so pumped because I have plans. I know I don't want to be hateful in this comment, so please don't take it this way. But I see a lot of groups say, let's have meet and greets at like Twin Peaks or Hooters or Buffalo Wild Wings. And I think there's fun for that. But I also want to be like, let's go camping. Let's go off-roading. Let's actually put our vehicles to use. So I want it to be a social club, but I also want it to be a learning club.
It's not for mall crawlers.
It can be. A mall crowd, like, it can be. That's your rig, and that's how you designed to build it. I'm all about that.
Yeah. What I like, though, is that you are already posting events by other groups, other organizations, everything in there, so that it's kind of a one-stop shop where you can find all kinds of meetups and rides and camping meetups and everything.
And it's not just Jeeps, it's not just Toyotas. We have Nissans, and I don't care. As long as it's a 4x4 and you like to wheel it and overland it, and I don't care how you build your rig. I leave the judging to Jesus. So, you know, I made a post in there and I was just like, advertise yourself here, because I don't want it to flood the page, but I want us to all be able to have those places that we can reach out, even if it's not somewhere here in Arkansas. There's people there from like Michigan, Cindy Pope, Northology. Like, I want people to get connected so that way we're all in this together.
Oh, yeah.
Lindsay Bond says, thanks, Cara, for creating that space.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait to meet her at MOORE.
And she also wants to know if your Jeep is going to be inside MOORE Expo.
Well, it'll actually be in the storyteller area outside with
On Saturday.
Yeah, on Saturday, outside in the front part where I know, Misty, you're going to have I don't know which rig you're bringing.
All of
The
them.
Jeep will be in Storyteller, and right next to Arlo's Jeep.
Okay. Yeah, I knew Arlo's Jeep was going to be there. But yeah, me and Sully will have ours there. Super pumped.
Sully will be there the whole time. Hers is coming in on Saturday.
Yeah, because we
need to drive hers around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm bringing up Calypso, which is my Forerunner's name.
Oh.
Calypso.
Which
I like
Arla
that.
helped me choose. Yeah,
I
so
like
we have
that.
Castaway and Calypso now.
I love that.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
You should make a shirt that has the C's going backwards.
That would be cool.
Kind of like Coco Chanel stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Bougie.
But not infringing on their trademark. Yes.
No.
Not at all.
Of course
don't
not.
Nope.
No.
The Day We Make wants to know, what's your
Big
Let's
trail
see.
fail.
what's your big trail fail? Ooh, do you have any failures? Stuck, unexpected surprises.
One.
Okay.
I can think of an answer for this.
I don't get stuck often.
What about that steep one you did that was really creepy?
You
I
went nose
did.
down in a mud hole.
I did. That's the one. I was out wheeling by myself in the Ozarks. Took this, what I thought was an unassuming little mud hole. It really wasn't.
Didn't check it.
I didn't check it because it wasn't that big. I mean, it wasn't big. It was barely big enough for my tires to fit all in it. But my tires fit all up in it. I mean, I went into it and just nosedived, which I was not expecting. There's a video of it, and the title of it's "I Was Stupid." I mean, people think I did that on purpose. Like I staged it. But no. That's the biggest. Ever since then, the mud hole. Ever since then, I will get out and check every single mud hole.
He was scooping mud to get to his winch.
Yeah, the winch was underwater.
Oh, yeah.
It was in that thick, goopy Ozark mud.
Stinky mud.
I would do that on purpose because I hate
the Ozarks are no joke. That is the only place that we were ever stuck. That we were stuck for hours. Like every other place we've been stuck, you know, been kind of quick and we've gotten out. But that in the Ozarks was the only place we've ever been like stuck to where we thought, oh wow, this is going to be a long night.
So we call that swamp donkey mud because it stinks and it's just so goopy and thick.
And it's just
so that's the real fail that I've done. But there is one trail that has just kicked my butt.
I want to say something about that swamp. What did you call it?
Swamp donkey mud.
Okay. Well, the swamp donkey mud, if you come to the right time in the Ozarks, where the frogs, they reproduce in that mud, and there's this jollo blobs.
Those are salamanders.
Yes.
Whatever they are.
If you'd watched my last video, you would know this.
I don't watch your videos.
I know.
And so, anyways, I was walking.
Salamanders.
The salamander eggs.
I don't know what they were, but they don't go well whenever you're walking through them with
it's like walking in jello.
Tevas. Because I had all of that.
Yeah. It was nice. Yeah.
I hope you got that on video.
No, thank
you.
you.
No, real bad. We did.
So there's one trail that has just completely kicked our butt, and that was Pritchett Canyon in Moab.
Yep.
When I got the Gladiator,
forever will.
I wanted to find out what it was capable of. And so 3-inch lift 37s, I did that not because I wanted stupid big tires, but because the Gladiator needs stupid big tires. And I wanted to build it to be as capable as my JK was on 35s.
Because we had the intention of we're going to go to Moab and run the hardest trails.
Yeah. So that's as soon as we built it, the first trip was Moab, run the hardest trails in Moab to see what it can do.
And that was exhausting.
And it impressed the crap out of me on that trip. It climbed up everything with ease. Except for, it had some issues with the back end, which we learned.
Big booty,
but I broke a U-joint on Rocker Knocker, and that pretty much set the tone for the rest of the day.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting in a chair with the drone hovering above me because it's like 110 degrees.
That was on Tuesday.
Yeah, and so like literally, so that way the fan from the drone can keep me cool.
Yeah, the hardest trail in Moab, 110 degrees.
I'm pretty sure they all got heat exhaustion, and
not a good day.
Nearly broke friendships.
I drank 4 liters of water that day and still felt dehydrated at the end of it. It took us 12 hours to run 4 miles.
Oh,
so the harder trail rides are a lot of fun, but at the same time, there's a lot of stress. There's a lot. You're going really slow, and you're just exhausted by the end of it, right? You're just like, oh my god, like I'm so glad that's over.
For sure. I took a picture of the group before and the group after.
It would look like we lost 20 pounds apiece.
It looks like they survived like on an island for like months.
It was so bad.
It was real bad.
But summer 2023.
I'm going to show him how it's done.
We're going back to Pritchett Canyon.
Oh, snap.
Both vehicles.
Are you taking both?
Yeah, I'm taking both.
You gotta take because you need redemption.
I need redemption.
Oh my god!
I still don't think we're going to make it a Rocker Knocker because I don't know how to do that. Unless we can get Dee McKinney to join us, which I'll try.
Hold my Stella Rosa.
Hold my Stella Rosa.
So yeah, we're going back because me breaking the U joint just kind of.
Yeah, he broke the U joint on Rocker Knocker because if you've ever watched a video of that obstacle, you kind of have to start to the right. And the reason why they call it Rocker Knocker is you kind of rock your way over into this little groove, and then you kind of angle your way up, and then it immediately turns sharp to the right. Well, he bounced, and his tire, it just did it just right.
I didn't bounce.
Well, yeah, you did a little bit to that.
No, I stopped. My front bumper had a metal flange that came out from the back of it. It was a stock steel bumper.
But it caught on a lug.
I was turned just right, and my tire caught the lug, or that little flange caught one of the lugs on my tire. And as I accelerated, that grabbed it and that popped the U-joint. So it was just kind of a perfect storm of things. I don't foresee that ever happening again. If it does, I have a spare U-joint in my Jeep now.
Well, we got up to the top of Rocker Knocker, and we were like, okay, we can fix this if we can take it all out. And fix it kind of is a loose term.
Oh, we can just pull the shaft.
But we can pull the shaft, and that way it wouldn't do much worse damage.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have a star
I didn't have the right socket for it.
socket. And so we had taken the tire off, and then we got down to it, and he was like, oh, we don't have the star socket to get this tire. So we put that back on, and we were basically in limp mode the rest of the trail, which luckily on
I
Pritchett
winched
Canyon,
up every hill after that, which was not fun.
Yeah, on Pritchett Canyon, there are winch points at each obstacle kind of towards halfway there because, yeah, he bumped it a little bit much.
Bumped it a bit much.
Yeah.
So,
He says I'm the worst bump in the history of ever in one of our videos, and he's the hardest.
I wasn't even bumping it on that.
That was when he blacked
my
out.
tire
He doesn't remember.
I got caught on
Oh, amnesia, selective amnesia. I got it.
Yeah, exactly.
The videos of that trip were so stressful to watch. I can't imagine being there
You're
in
like,
the moment.
"Oh."
It
Yeah,
was a rough day.
I was like this when you're doing Pritchard. I was like, oh,
yeah,
I can't believe it's taking that.
Yeah, we saved that one for last, and I'm glad we did.
yeah. I am too. But that's the same trip that Robert broke an axle.
Yeah,
We had to get 2 axles
he
on.
broke a CV joint.
Yeah, and I didn't take a vehicle for that trip, but my stressful time before that was whenever I took the Grand Cherokee and I drove it up Hell's Gate.
Yes.
And so that was really stressful for me.
That was a stressful video also.
Yeah.
But did
Yes.
it? No
Yeah.
I
problem.
did it.
Someone at the top in the video, they were asking if I had a car seat in the back.
They were talking about her grocery.
They were giving me smack
Yeah.
about it.
Like,
And then-
I'm sorry.
Wow.
and then she got
Watch
up. They were like,
this.
"Whoa!"
They were.
Hold my drink.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can watch the transition from them like kind of mocking it, and that's one of the things where I want the women to be able to be shown.
And she had a great Jeep wave too. Great
Oh,
Jeep
yeah.
wave.
I'm like, let me just stand here and pause. You can take my pictures. Go ahead. Yeah. And then whenever I got off, like they were like, I'm gonna have to tell my wife. My wife would she can, And so I was just like, yeah, please do. Let them know that they are capable of. So
Absolutely. We
That's
are
awesome.
definitely capable.
exactly.
We're going to take a quick break and hear from one of our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
The world changes daily around us. Change is inevitable. It's coming. Many things in life change, but some things do not. They're a rock, a constant, dependable, reliable, and safe. Artemis was founded upon a single idea: experiencing adventure and life outdoors with friends is a life well lived. We're here to provide your needs, to be a good environment for our employees, and to give back to our own community. We don't say this just to hear ourselves talk, or because it sounds good. It's our vision since day one. That's why we have a family instead of customers. That's why we give to local and overland charities. That's why we have respect from our vendors, our community, and a mutual respect from every person that walks in our door. Our mission will never change, but our showroom, our website, what we offer to you will always be evolving to reflect who we are and always will be. Overlanders who are committed to serving overlanders, being the best, bringing you the best reliability, service, gear, and friendship. The world may change around us, but we will not, as living this life alongside you as family can never be replaced.
Aw.
Such a soothing voice to listen
That was
to, don't you
good.
think?
Felt like I was getting a massage. It was just so soothing and comforting.
Tranquil.
You think Joey's voice is what you would hear in a massage?
Oh no!
Tranquil.
It is now. Every time you get a massage now, you're going to hear Joey's
Oh,
voice.
you just ruined that for me.
Oh, where is he speaking of?
I don't know.
Oh, we love Artemis. I can't wait to see Aaron and the fam.
For
Yeah, I can't
sure,
wait to
for
see their
sure.
booth. They always do a good
Yeah.
booth.
Yeah. And I love that this year I think they're taking it back to what it was originally. Like out
Mhm.
there instead of in the big area. I liked it that first time. Taking it back.
Nice.
Back to where it started.
Agreed.
So, what else do you guys think you're going to have to get done this week before MOORE, so you're going to be ready? What else do you guys have on your list of to-dos?
Well, one of us is getting tires,
One
Yep.
of us.
and then one of us is getting wheels.
Yep.
And then let's see, you've got a rack.
Mhm.
I don't know
Yep.
what else I can say.
Lift.
You got a lift. Are you
Lift
putting a
rack
lift
tires
on
was yeah.
Oh.
Okay, why not? And I need to edit 2 videos. I need to shoot a video, hopefully. If actually she's got a different rack platform coming
Yeah.
for hers, because what we started out with on her Jeep
Wouldn't
wasn't going to work.
I started with
So
the
we've got the platform system coming from Rhino Rack.
I started with the bars. Just I was hoping.
What else? Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to get that, and then I've got to shoot a video, and I've got to edit 2 videos, and then we can go.
Oh, so it's a light week.
Oh, and then Wednesday I have my final tattoo session before we roll out.
Final tattoo session.
Yeah,
Oh.
for my arm.
It's never
Oh.
final. It's never
Well,
final.
We have a gladiator on his arm over here.
No, we don't.
Well, can we do a reveal here?
To finish this.
Oh, snap.
Dang, bro.
So
That's
yeah, so I'll
fancy.
be at MOORE with a freshly hurting tattooed arm.
Should be wearing
We'll come up
salve.
and slap you on the arm.
Sure,
be
come
sure
up and how you
How
doing?
you doing, bud?
Give us a big hug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He never had tattoos before me, and now he's all in.
dang right.
Dang right.
So you're a good influence on him.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, great
that's what
input.
I do. Power roll.
So yeah,
Other
that's,
trips.
I mean that for in the next 5 days, we're good.
Yeah, I feel like there's something else that we're forgetting.
So are you
I hope
allowed to
not.
mention what you mentioned earlier? You don't have to mention what the actual product is, but what are you waiting for that's going to be arriving literally the day before?
So that was going to be wheels, but
Oh yeah,
now
that got changed.
that got changed.
They're now arriving tomorrow.
They're now
Oh,
arriving.
Woo.
Good.
So Discount Tire.
Not sponsored, but we love them.
yeah.
And oh my gosh,
We order from them
our
too.
manager is fantastic. The manager at our comedy
Like they're
store.
driving 3 hours out of their way to go pick up some, so that way we can have them in time for the trip. Because we were just like, this is going to be so crunch time. Like that's just stressful.
Yeah.
Just a lot. I know y'all both know because y'all are both dealing with it with Arla with your Jeep and then you
Yep.
shipping.
Are y'all arriving on Thursday?
Yeah, we'll be coming
yeah.
in.
Yeah. Tony's got to be there to check in at 10:30 to go into the booth he's in. And then we get to start checking in at noon. Misty and I are going to check in at noon together. So we're parked by each other.
Yep.
That's the plan.
Cool. And y'all are not staying on site, right?
No.
Okay.
No. We bougied it.
I
We're
promised
working,
the
man.
kids.
We're bougieing it too, y'all. We're taking our new
Yeah.
camper.
Taking
Yeah.
the tank. And I'm going in that thing.
Come on.
Come look
That's
at
the
it.
only thing I didn't grab a photo of. So, do you want to talk a little bit about your new camper and what you like and what you don't?
It's
Oh my
so
gosh, send them a
Yeah,
photo.
I'll send you a photo real quick. But yeah.
So this
go
was
ahead,
another thing that's just kind of evolved.
Mhm.
Our original plan was, hit the road full time in 3.5 years, or when our youngest graduates from high school, which is now 3.5 years. That was our plan, and thought we would do it with, a small RV and tow the Jeep behind it.
Yeah.
That changed to, okay, let's get a 4-wheel drive Sprinter van. That way we can take camp a little further into the remote areas,
Mhm.
and then use the Jeep to explore further. And so that was the plan. And then it's actually Joey's fault.
All Joey's fault.
We'll blame Joey for this. He was driving through Denton, Texas, and stopped at this RV dealership that had this Conqueror.
Well, he'd been following them for a long time.
Oh
as
yeah,
far
he
as
stopped in
on
there
the
specifically to
social-
see it. And while he was there, he said, "Hey, do you mind if I shoot a quick video of this and put it on my YouTube channel?" I said, "Yeah."
Sure.
And so he did this walk around of the Conqueror UEV 490, and she watched it, and she called me in and said,
490 Platinum.
"Babe, yeah, it is platinum." She said, "Babe, I found this is no more van. This is it.
Yeah.
This is what I want. This is how we're gonna do this."
And I don't know if you know much about me, but when I land on something, I land.
She plants both feet firmly down, makes a impact, and is like, "This is where I am." And then, no, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
This is
yeah,
what's
3.5
happening.
years from now, this is great. No, now,
Right now. There it is.
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So that's it. That's
So
the
cool.
Conquer UV 490 Platinum. Did you send them the one with like deployed open?
Yes, I did. It's also a yurt.
I'm still
like
downloading.
Oh, okay.
It's so cool.
But yeah, if you want to go back to that first picture, let's see that one. So it comes with dual awnings on both sides, as you can see there, and it's kind of like the ostrich batwing kind of, as far as how they fold out.
They're massive.
They're
and
huge.
so sturdy.
It's 270, right?
No, they're 180s.
180. So yeah, so
Two 180s.
Two 180s. So that way, whenever you open it fully, it's like completely enclosed. It comes with a kitchen on the other side that has a pull-out, that has a fridge on it, a sink. It did not come with a shower, so we added the Global Road shower there on the back end. But yeah, that's what. Yeah,
that's with all the walls put up.
That's
on the
massive.
awning.
Look at that.
And so we've got a mobile yurt.
Yeah, and the top raises up there, as you can see, so that way whenever you're in it, you're standing.
There's the pantry.
And it's and you can
Nice.
access the pantry from the inside.
Oh,
'Cause
cool.
everything that's outside. So like when the fridge comes inside, I didn't send you any internal pictures, but you can have two beds. That one side that you can't really tell in that angle, but it kind of opens like a pop out kind of on the front there. That angle where it says UEV 490, it kind of opens out. So there's one bed, and then also there's a bed down there in that big area that is also like a living space. When you're not, it converts from living to bed kind of thing.
And you also have a complete walk around and go through on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, we had that up. So,
yeah.
But it's super cool. And the place that we bought it from,
Outback
RV, they're going to be at MOORE, and they'll have the 490 there.
Mm-hmm.
They will have the smaller 440 there, I think.
I hope so, because Joey wants to look
And-
at that.
Yeah, take it easy on there, Joe. My
So it's
Joe.
all MOORE Expo.
It's amazing.
Yep, that's the fairgrounds.
Yeah,
we got a
we're
couple
going to be held inside that thing or what?
Exactly.
Love that. That's awesome.
It's incredible. And honestly, whenever we were the first people to buy one from Outback RV, and so there was a lot of unknowns that they didn't know about. So like 3 months later, we were contacted by some people that had saw a post that we had made about it and was like, have y'all found the table yet? And we were like, what are they talking about? So inside it, there's a place that it's kind of like a wall, but then it also, you unhook the latches and it comes out and it's like a table that you set up.
It's like a dining table.
Like huge, but it's low to the ground, so that way your camp seats can go underneath it.
Yeah, we didn't know. We
didn't know it was there the whole time. We just thought it was a wall.
Yep. I thought it was access to.
Don't you love when you find random things and you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
even
cool.
better.
I will say there's some things that we plan on changing about it. Like we don't like the heater on, like we won't ever.
The heat and AC's coming out.
Yeah, we're gonna use that space for storage.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna change the electrical on it because the charging system in it for the batteries it works, but it's not the best.
It comes with a TV.
It's like
comes
three
with
different
Bluetooth radio.
Yeah,
It's like it's our home.
we've
That'll
got
be our
some
home.
we've got some mods to make to it, but it's ready to go mostly.
Yeah, in 3 years, that's gonna be what
That's our
we're
home.
living in.
So in 3 years, are you going to still bring both vehicles in that, or okay?
Yeah. Yeah, we'd always planned on having two vehicles just because of if his vehicle was to break, that leaves us stranded. And we have some friends with Prodigal Overland. And that was one thing that they highly suggested, because if you break down somewhere or if he needs help somewhere, you're like in the trail on, without any type of recovery. And just like that mud hole he found in the Ozarks, I mean, you can get in some pretty serious trouble when you're out there by yourself.
Oh,
And
yeah.
So, I mean, we have Garmin inReaches, but I mean, it's great. But sometimes even a Garmin inReach is so delayed with the reception that you send out the signals to. It's like the next morning you get the service, and by then it could be really bad.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, our plan is these two vehicles we have now. That's what we're going in.
Yeah.
So
That's what we do. We roll with two vehicles for the same reasons, and we also have Garmin inReach. Joe likes to do a lot of solo hiking,
Yeah.
so I send that with him.
Yeah.
So that if he gets, in a bind, he can contact me. And
Yeah, and I like that it provides the coordinates of like
Yeah.
where that, like you can follow it along.
yeah, and we don't know what we're gonna do. We don't know if we're just gonna do the YouTube thing. The job Cara has now will allow her to work remotely as long as there's good enough cell signal for internet. So she may decide to keep doing that. And so there may be times where she's back at camp and I'm out exploring, and
We
you
very
know, so
much-
we're not exactly sure what it's going to look like yet, but we're
we-
just ready to find out.
We do know we love like venture forward. If you've ever seen Chris Sean's and his girlfriend now, like they have that's actually kind of what we were wanting to do. But then they have the van, and so she sets up like a mobile. That's where she stays and works, you know, and he'll go out. So that was kind of like our thinking. But there's a lot of times like I want to go out too, but then there's sometimes that I want to stay back. So that's where we have these vehicles.
There's been plenty of times where I've
key.
done that.
Yeah.
I've stayed back and worked, and Joe's gone out and taken the kids on a hike, or gone swimming, or gone out road trailing or something. So,
and even with
have that flexibility
with the lady 4x4, like I'm hoping that I can attend events like on my own, you know, and to help meet up and do stuff like that. So that'll be a way for me to get there. And I know, especially for Lady Overland Radio, the camping this summer, I needed to have a tent. I needed to have my own vehicle. So I was like, that's you're probably the real reason why I got the iCamper, because I was like, I'm gonna need a place to sleep. I have a hammock. We hey Tara.
Story of my life.
But I've always loved hammock camping. That was our original.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't have a lot of the things that he has now if it wasn't for me.
Oh,
because he didn't want a fridge, and now we have probably 7 around the house. So
looking,
just 5,
and they're all running. They're all,
but one on the way. So,
so what you're saying, Cara, is you've made Matt bougie.
I have.
Okay.
Little spoiled, a little more spoiled. Yes, that's a fact.
But you love it.
I do. I have. That's one of the things, and we always recommend to people, getting started in this. Start with what you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Figure out what you need along the way. And so, I mean, I was very much, hammock, ice chest, hot dogs, burgers on the campfire type of thing.
And now he's having hibachi.
And I mean, now,
fridge,
good. Shower, diesel heater.
0 breeze.
0 breeze air conditioner for the summer.
Hey, we're getting older is what's happening.
That's right. Comfort is key.
No, I mean, I say now, I go out, we go out to thrive. I don't go out to play some self-inflicted version of Survivor when I'm on these trips.
No, but it's nice to have those little extra niceties sometimes, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And I know with having 3 kids when we were doing it, it's nice for them, especially because, that's a big change going from being a kid and having all your electronics in your room and all that to camping. So, we had to make sure we had some niceties to make that transition a little smoother for them. And, definitely needed Wi-Fi signal for both my job and them.
Right.
Definitely needed ways to take care of hygiene and, ways to bake big meals. So, oh, look at this.
And it's radically different if you're just going out for a weekend.
Yeah.
Then if you're on a, week-long, 10-day, 2-week trip or longer, which is what we started doing, is taking longer trips. And so your needs for a weekend are radically different than your needs for 10 days.
And we have found the maximum capacity that I have to have a shower before I hit a breaking point.
That's right.
And that is?
It's about 9 days.
Oh,
that's not bad.
5
days. That's not bad.
I think it was 9. I'm pretty sure it was 9 that one year.
Did you go 9 days that one year?
It was bad. It was
real
bad.
I think it was pretty close to 9 days.
I'm pretty sure I was about to have dreadlocks.
Yeah, you're just about crying at the end of that, going, I need a shower.
Oh.
My 12-year-old daughter is about 3 hours.
And we found one of them.
But she doesn't get that. But it's about 3 hours since she wants to go get a shower.
It's just my hair. I just like I can use wipes with the best of them, but I need to wash my hair. Like there's just something about having clean hair.
Yeah.
And dry shampoo will only get you so far.
Dry shampoo is no bueno.
For sure.
No.
We've got a question. Matt and Cara, I've watched many of your product reviews. What's your favorite water system? That's from Roselle? I hope I'm not saying that wrong.
I mean, we've only owned one. We've owned the Mr. Heater Boss, the battery operated shower system, and love that. It's currently out of stock on Amazon. But they have some other versions. But I absolutely love that thing. It's not that big and it's battery operated, so you don't have to deal with powering it some way. I've got friends that have the Julka system, and that works, but that's just a whole mess of cords that I was like, we saw it when we were on our first Utah trip last summer, and there's just hoses going everywhere. Yeah. I was just like, whoa. And you have to power it. So I'm really a big fan of the Mr. Heater Boss system.
Yeah,
Nice.
we really like it.
Yeah, it works.
Joe, with the day we make, whose rig is more organized, the professor or yours? LOL. Man alive.
Get more organized than the professor?
Oh,
You cannot.
He's pretty organized.
He's very organized.
He just reorganized everything.
Just got back with a trip with him, and I'll tell you what. My
I think
gosh.
he has to be more organized because of the amount of stuff he has. Because that takes up a lot of space. And so I think the less space that you have to work with, the more you have to dial in your system.
And he's still, even though I've got some bougie stuff now, he carries a lot more crap than I do.
Yeah.
He does.
He's got everything.
I mean, because my stuff is still pretty simple.
There's been times that you forget things. I guarantee you, he's never forgotten anything.
Hey, because he has it all in his rig.
Exactly.
The Joey is like the mom.
I'm gonna tattle on him. I do know of one time he forgot Connie's coffee creamer.
Oh, that's not good.
And they're still together.
Well,
wow, Connie.
she likes that guy, man.
Man.
Yeah.
Dang.
All true. I tell no lies.
Listen, she has to have her special chair. She has to have her creamer. There's specific things.
Her heated chair.
And if Connie ain't happy,
it's heated.
Ain't happy. Huh?
I didn't know her chair was heated.
Mm-hmm. You can put these little heat pack things in the little thingy, and it heats it.
I don't have a heated chair.
Me too. When I grow up, I want that too.
But I got you a heated blanket.
That's true. And
I don't got no heated chair.
I got you a heated jacket, a heated sweatshirt.
Hoodie. I have a heated hoodie.
I got you a heated hoodie.
That's
I have a
cool.
12-volt heated blanket that I use every once in a while.
There you go.
Yep.
I got that at Walmart. So
that's one thing with the Gladiator is, when I had a Wrangler, it was very disorganized because everything was just in totes.
It was the trash can.
And what I needed, was always in whatever the bottom tote was. So you'd have to get stuff out and then finally get that bottom tote out and then put other stuff in. And then the next time that stuff's on the bottom.
Yeah.
So one thing that's been a real priority of mine with the Gladiator, and that's part of the new changes that I'm making to it, is just making everything accessible. Mm-hmm. The easier the more I've done this, the more I've found that the just anything you can do to cut back on little annoying things like digging through totes or just making setup a little bit faster, a little bit more organized, a little bit simpler. So going from a soft shell.
You're always telling me I'm doing that one more step. It's just one more step.
And she does. She'll say, "Hey, let's add this." I'm like, "That's one more step I have to deal with. I do not want that."
Do you love me?
So
yes, but he doesn't
just going from a soft shell tent that we used to have on our little camper,
which we love,
to now a hard shell tent.
So much easier.
Radically different.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
10 minutes to 10-15 minutes to set up versus 3.
Yeah. Pop the things, push it up. Let's go.
Yeah, and you get up in the morning, you're ready to hit the trail, and I got friends, they're taking 30 extra minutes to put their crap away, and I'm like, let's go.
Well, I'm telling you, like when we go camping, we sit there for several days because of that. We've got 2 vehicles with the soft shell rooftop tents, and it's a pain in the butt to put all that away to move along somewhere else. So
and see, I'm not usually base camping in my Gladiator. I'm usually on the move every day. So I want quick setup, quick takedown, get to camp in the rain. Don't want to have to deal with a whole bunch, just set it up, take it down, and make it easy. I'm all about making it easy.
Yeah, we're constantly reorganizing. We're talking about organizing. It's with 5 people and a dog. It's like it's a circus. And we just the other day, we went and washed Joe's Jeep for MOORE and stuff because we're going to be in the storyteller area like you guys.
I was wondering if y'all were getting your Jeeps detailed because that was a question that Matt asked me if he should do to his Jeep is to get his Jeep detailed.
Well,
Tony and I are doing our Jeeps.
Yeah,
we are detailing them.
I washed
ourselves.
We washed ours, but I don't know.
I told Matt, I was like, you should not because you will it a lot, and I was just like, that way it looks more authentic.
Like you wheel it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, mine's the new one, so it's gonna not have been wheeled much, so.
But we
It's
did
an
take
interesting
everything out and reorganize it in the Jeep, so it doesn't look like a circus in there for
Yeah.
once. It's nice, and we know where everything is, and it's nice and organized. But it's hard when you have 5 people, and they're
Yeah.
all going in, and especially kids, and they're grabbing stuff and moving stuff, and you're trying to, put everything back in its little spot. It's insanity.
We need to ask for tips because we don't have all the people, but whenever we hit the road full time, we will have dogs, and
Yeah.
so that's I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Looky there. That's Off-Road says they have a detail service on site at MOORE.
Is that you?
Yeah.
It ain't me, bro.
Is that
That would
Tony?
be Tony. He's offering some services.
Tony, the detail service?
So he literally loves to, if we go out wheeling, come home and spend a day or two cleaning the vehicles. It is like a therapy for him
Me
to
too.
sit out there and he scrubs it.
Me too.
Scrubs them.
Not me.
Suspension, everything. Everything gets done.
Does he do the whole buffer, to get the
See, buff
scratches
the
out?
scratches out.
We don't use a buffer on our vehicles. We're not about the swirls, but we do use some products, but it's by hand.
I just didn't know if he tries to get the scratches out.
Aw.
He has tried to get a few scratches out that were a little worse than what he would, more than an Arkansas pinstripe,
Yeah.
say, so yeah.
Yeah.
But it is an off-road vehicle, so
That's interesting.
there will be scratches. No buffing at our house.
Yeah.
I do mine with rain.
Yes, Sean. That's how we
Well-
detail ours too, with rain.
Yeah. Goodness.
He works on some of the bad ones, see there.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Matt's previous JK. It was black, and you could see the.
There's no way to do black.
It had a
Black is not happening.
Nope.
No.
Now
Wow.
the blue does. It's kind of in the middle. I can definitely see the scratches on it now, but they're not near as glaring as the black one.
Yeah, but you're looking for them too. Like most people aren't going to notice them, I don't think.
Yeah.
You're
Mm,
like,
they're getting noticeable.
They're getting this.
Some.
At first, when he first went out, his first time out, he came back and he cleaned it. Well, I helped him clean it. I'm very much OCD.
Mhm.
And so, but ever since I got my vehicle, you've not really cleaned it like that since.
No,
Yeah.
no, because I knew that was going to wear off.
Oh,
I mean, it's always you buy a new vehicle and you're like, tell the kids, nobody's eating in this car. Nobody,
Yeah, I
ever,
read that.
ever. 2 months later, would you like some fries, chicken nuggets? Toss them in the back.
no,
The sweet tea.
yeah.
Fill your sweet tea. Yeah.
not me. If we got
No.
anything to go,
No, you haven't yet, but it's coming. But
Bet.
it didn't take you long in your Grand Cherokee to start eating it.
not in this one. Mm-mm. She bougie.
I have-
boo.
I have a dark, I think it's either dark gray or black interior in the 4Runner, and my white dog already has all of his fur.
Ooh,
Yeah. Well, thankfully, none of our dogs shed.
Yeah.
So,
He does. He's like, he's cute.
Spooky.
so is he.
Spooky.
All right. So before we forget, I do have one random thing to throw up here, and I want you guys to talk about it.
That's still
Yeah.
nice.
This.
That's our new merch that's coming to MOORE. That's actually Boo. Jared with Oscar Mike Overland is an amazing graphics person, and so he did that for me. And that is for JL's, because obviously we have Topo Soli like I have on my shirt. But that's Boo. This is Topo Soli.
it could look like a gladiator.
Nice.
But I mean, it technically could. Yeah,
Oh,
we have the go away. There we go.
Yeah, we got the
And
go
then
away.
we have-
love it.
I'm representing today.
Yeah, we have all that, but we plan on getting patches. I plan on getting patches for Lady 4x4 and the Wonder Repeat. It's just we've been trying to get ready for more, and so there's just no way because those things come from China.
We'll have them eventually.
So yeah, but yeah, that's Boo. Super pumped about that, and I wanted it to be kind of big so that way the tires went on your boobs. That's really cool.
Yes.
Tires on the boobs. Got it.
Tires on the boobs. Check.
We'll have
Yeah.
a little bit of merch there. We'll have some.
Hey, nice tires. Yeah, I said it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I said not myself.
What size tires are those?
Focus.
Well, on her, they're
Focus, Carla.
35s, but on you, they're 40s.
Go big or go home.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Bigger the tires, the better.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I don't have anything from Bats. I have your hat, And your shirt. I have that one.
Yeah, you have the shirt.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's
I have
something.
nothing.
He has nothing.
What the crap?
I know. He's not a fan.
That's not true. I do have a hat.
No, you don't.
No, not.
That's my hat.
Oh, I just wear yours.
She asked for one.
Ooh.
I don't wear. I mean,
He
I
has
don't
a
wear
really big
hats, but
head.
I don't wear hats, but they have to be just the right. I'm very picky with my hats. My head is super big, and not many hats fit it.
Like super
So
big.
anyways,
For sure.
they're not real fans, Arla. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Cara is.
I am.
I do have a patch. It's in my Jeep.
It is
Good.
But I'm super pumped. I can't wait to see you all there.
Yes.
And we're gonna have the ladies thing
Yes.
I
Yes.
forgot to talk about the ladies thing.
Talk about that real quick,
on
Cara.
Saturday at 2. I reached out to Chris Holloway and I was like, because I was scrolling through his page on MOORE of all the people that are doing the classes, and I said, there is not any women here, and that's a problem. And so that's kind of what started that. So on Saturday at 2, in the actual expo center in the very far back where they first had the classes, the first year is where there's going to be a girl talk, a ladies round table, or ladies overlanding round table. So all 3 of us are going to be there. I reached out to you guys, and then also Ashley Oldham from Women Wednesdays on Overland Radio. And then we're also having a special guest, Cindy Pope from Northology Adventures. And she's also the head poobah at CORE. And so super pumped to just be able to hopefully inspire other women that are there through the show. So
Come see us.
yeah, and that's not mentioned. That's
Coming
not
up.
mentioned in the MOORE Momentum, and that's not mentioned at front. So this is your invite to come.
Yes,
Come on,
it'll be
ladies.
a good time. We'll have a lot of fun. There'll be some
Next year we'll get
goodies.
it mentioned before all of it, but it was kind of a last minute thing, and we're super thankful that Chris Holloway is allowing us to do that.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yep. So you got to come see Ozark Overland Adventures. Come see The Day We Make. Come see Bats Off Road. Come see Lady Overlander Radio. We're all going to be at MOORE. We're all going to be giving out some cool things and selling some cool swag and all kinds of fun things. So
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun.
we're going to have a blast.
Super, super.
As a new Pope Mobile.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Anyway, that escalated.
All right. Last thing. Go ahead and tell everybody how they can find you on social media, YouTube, everything else, even though I'm sure quite a few people already know. Go ahead and
Ozark
throw those
Overland
out.
Adventures, all the places.
Yeah,
Ozark
all the
Overland Adventures on YouTube, at Ozark Overland Adventures on Facebook and Instagram, and even TikTok.
We have a TikTok.
Even
I know. I
TikTok.
like the TikTok.
I
There's some
mostly
funny
just
stuff
make
on
fun of
there.
Matt.
Yeah, the TikTok was started to make fun of me.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty funny, though.
It's good,
That's kind of my behind the scene humor. And then also, so there's Lady 4x4. There's a page. There's an Instagram. There's also the private group, which is where we actually do most of our stuff. Wonder Repeat is on Instagram and a page on Facebook as well. And I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Oh, and we're on Patreon. That's actually one of the major ways, short plug. YouTube's algorithms are really finicky. So for Matt to be able to do this full time and for us to do this full time in the future, YouTube is not a successful source of income. It's not steady. So we decided to launch Patreon for people to support us, and shout out to our Patreons. Again, we're always humbled by that. And we do not take that lightly. And so that's how people can support us. If they want to, follow us and get Matt gives merch out, and we also share all of our waypoints and our trips.
And we have special events and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show tonight, Matt and
Thanks for
Cara.
having
We
us.
can't wait to see you next week. It's going to
I'm
be
so
fun.
excited.
I'm just ready to hang out with my friends.
This time next week, we'll be there.
Yeah.
This
We
time
will.
Mhm.
And Arla and I got a special treat. We're going to try to go live to watch all the preps happening next Thursday
That's
evening.
exciting.
So
Yes, we're going to walk around. We're going to be those.
walk
I'm
around and
gonna do a
harass
live
everybody.
YouTube while I'm there,
So
too.
Yeah.
Are you?
yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
I'm pumped.
All right. Thanks for tuning in tonight, everyone. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.